Hello, my socialite stars. I want to welcome you to a special pop-up episode of the Socialite Stars podcast. And in this 10-minute special pop-up podcast, guess what the subject is? Mental health in the digital world. Because you know, it is our favorite month. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we want to just pop in real quick and make sure that your mental health is up to par, that it is top notch with positivity and positive energy, because we know from endless scrolling and comparison traps, we can get caught up in some of the foolishness, right? So we're going to dive in and talk about how to help with social media. And we know that social media can be a tool and a trigger, right? So we're here to set the stage for you so that you can be on the great mental health journey and how you can practice digital boundaries and mindfulness within your digital health. So let's get to it. So we're going to talk about some quick stats first. In 2022, JAMA Psychiatry informs us that frequent social media use has been linked to higher levels of anxiety and depression. Also, with that high anxiety and depression, you know, a lot of that comes from these notifications going off. You know, we have these apps and there's a notification for every app. And if you're like Miss Renee, founder and executive director of Socialite Stars, and you are busy, and you've also, unfortunately, like myself, you ever had to deal with social media trauma and cyberbullying, our notifications are silent. Because when those notifications go off, it makes me go crazy. If I can hear those notifications, the anxiety is there. I'm just like, oh my God, I feel like I have to answer it, or I feel like I have to see what's going on. And that can lead to anxiety and depression and stress, along with a crazy FYP. If your FYP is all jacked up with negativity and drama and people sharing other people's downfalls and sharing other people's mistakes, that also can lead to anxiety and depression as well. In 2022, Sleep Foundation informs us that late night scrolling has been linked to poor sleep quality. So you can't go to sleep, right? Okay, so what you gonna do? You're gonna pick up that phone. Go ahead and tell me. You're gonna pick up that phone like you usually do because you're what? Bored. We're gonna give you some tools so you don't have to pick up that phone anymore, and we can make sure you have some good sleep and 8 hours of sleep. All right. Now, Pew Research Center lets us know that over 40% of adults have experienced online harassment, hate comments, cancel culture, and cyberbullying, which leads to digital distress and mental stress. Y'all already know my story. I could tell you firsthand. Yes, cyberbullying, cyberstalking does lead to distress, mental distress. It can also lead to depression, severe anxiety as well. So Pew Research, they are absolutely correct on that. So with that being said, it's time to talk about some practical strategies. But before I talk about the practical strategies, let me be clear. Social media is not bad. I talked about this in season 1 of the podcast, and I want to make it plainly clear. Social media is not bad. It is the users that do not understand how to be good digital citizens, may have not ran across my podcast, and honestly have not been informed or do not understand the effects of what negativity can come out of one post or one share or one comment. So again, it's up to the user to make sure they're using social media in the right way. And social media is a tool, and you can use it for positive gain. You can use it for positivity. You can use it for the right way. You can use social media in a way that can skyrocket you into the stratosphere. It can help you get your coins and everything. But In order for you to make sure that you are being a great digital citizen, we have to make sure that whatever we put out there in the atmosphere, that the other person on the other side of the phone or digital device is taking in what we have put out there in a positive way. So let's talk about some practical strategies to implement digital boundaries and mindfulness. So check it. First thing, set screen time limits and app usage boundaries. Technically, you're only supposed to be on your phone 4 hours a day. Minimum 4 hours a day. That includes app usage, going on Facebook, Instagram, X, Snapchat, TikTok, all of that. 4 hours a day. That's the minimum. And all of the newer phones have the apps embedded in their phone, digital wellness apps in which you can set the boundaries for yourself. I have set my own digital boundaries. I have set my own app boundaries. You can do the same thing too. I promise it will help your mental health. Also, have an intentional positive feeding algorithm. And the only way you're going to have that is if you make sure you are following people or engaging or interacting with people who bring positivity and positive energy. You don't need to be interacting with anybody else less than, because they are going, that negativity that they're spewing is going to affect your mental health. Because whether you know it or not, whatever someone says or does on the other side affects you in some form or fashion. And we want to make sure that whatever is being said to you on the other side comes from a positive influencer or a positive page or a positive profile that brings that energy. Okay. Also, mute, block, and unfollow for a peace of mind. That block button needs to be your best friend. Hello, it has become mine. I looked on one of my pages. I have 341 people blocked currently because of what I went through the past 4 years with social media trauma and cyberbullying. And if I need to block more again, I will, for my what? Peace of mind. Only use social media for positive purposes, as we've already talked about. So to promote a new business, a new service, cooking, health, fitness, poetry, spoken word, that's what you need to use your social media page for. That's it. That's it. That's all. It's that simple, right? I hope you all have enjoyed our special pop-up episode, Mental Health in the Digital World, because you know Mental Health Awareness Month, that's our favorite month. That is Socialite Stars' favorite month. We hope you have taken the tools and the resources necessary to become an amazing digital citizen, to be an amazing positive influencer in the social media world. Now, as you know, we always tell our stars to keep following us, keep shining. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And listen, I know you are ready for season 2 of the Socialite Stars podcast. It is coming soon. To be very transparent with you, I have been going through a lot of mental health challenges, which is one of the reasons why the season 2 has not come yet. It was supposed to be here in January. I ain't gonna lie. But if y'all just stay tuned, I'll hold on. I promise it is coming. It is coming. If you know someone that is battling mental health concerns and addictions, please call 1-800-622-HELP. Again, the number is 1-800-622-HELP. Do not wait until it's over. I have experienced multiple deaths recently, and a handful of them have been because of suicide. So it is important that we reach out to people who are having mental health challenges. We give them the tools and resources necessary. And hopefully with those tools, they are able to understand that they are needed in the world, that they are loved, that there are people that care for them. Okay, y'all. Thank you again for being part of our special pop-up episode. And we'll see you soon in season 2.